Hey guys, it is Monday, and I've decided I'm going to clear off my drafting table desk, and this is going to take a while because I'm going to look at everything, like that gold bracelet. Maybe I'll try to sell that. And yeah, got that aquarium pump. Might as well put that in the aquarium. I guess it wasn't really an aquarium pump, it was that cat water thing. I'm going to throw out the lid, since it was like moldy on the top there. Yeah, this nylon bracelet thing, paracord bracelet, it's like coming unraveled and I can't figure out how to reattach it, but you know, it's still got like the buckle and a whistle on it. Maybe I could use it for like one of my projects in the future. I don't know. I got a bunch of little projects that I start and never finish. Like this Han Solo gun. Time to get rid of that. I'm never coming back to that. If I ever want a Han Solo looking gun, you know, like Nerf made a blaster that looked like it. And I had this like vinyl repair kit from something. I have no idea. But I was looking at it and I was like, how is this supposed to even work? But there's no glue that comes with it, so it doesn't even... It's just some vinyl patches, I guess. Like, I don't know. They don't stick to anything. Yeah. Gotta get rid of some stuff. Put these cords in the cord place. That pocket tripod that broke a while ago. I always thought that maybe I'd fix it, but I just got replacement ones instead. It seemed better. But it was a good time with that thing. Oh yeah, these are some street treasure finds that I forgot to film. The picking up and putting into a jar, so I'll just do that now. You know, it's just like plastic. Oh yeah, and this quarter reminded me that I've been thinking that I should drill a hole in a quarter to make like a little bit of a quarter keychain kind of thing. I used to have a plastic quarter shaped thing that I would use when I went to the grocery store. Also like had a break here, ate some pizza and bread. But yeah, it broke though because it was made out of plastic, so I figured it'd be easier to just make it out of a real quarter. While I was doing that, I heard my neighbor. She moved the last of her stuff out. I helped her move some stuff, but yeah, gone for good now, I guess. It's a bit of a bummer. Probably won't see Rainbow for a long time. Maybe one of these days. And yeah, I had a bit of a nap. I was thinking about that quarter still. Yeah, that hole that I drilled was actually too small to fit on my keyring. But I was like, you know what? There's probably something in that like bag of jewelry that like, you know, I just need a little metal loop. And I did find this keychain shit. I could just take one of those rings and attach it to my keys. Easy peasy. And with that done, I was like, I gotta go test this out. Out front, there's a hole here, that's weird. Somebody had patched this with like asphalt, and it looked ugly. But, I mean, I don't know. And, yo, the bike lanes, the north side on College, they finished pouring asphalt on this. So you could actually ride on it. It was like blocked off though. And yeah, moment of truth, trying out. My quarter keychain worked like a charm. I'm gonna buy some things from Freshco, but I'm actually not gonna use one of these carts. I don't like the huge ones, and in the afternoon it gets busy. There's been times when I've taken the small carts, and then when I went to return them, there was no other carts to like plug it into and get my quarter back. And I just don't want to risk that with my keys. So yeah, got some cheese. It was on sale this week, so you know how it is. Gotta stock up. And I guess there was enough carts still there that I could have taken one. But yeah, whatever. So heading back home. decided to take the long way and admire the elevated bike path. You know, I was initially worried when they wanted to do an elevated one that it would feel like you're going over a bump every time. You'd have to go like up to the sidewalk level. But it is a really gradual gradient, so you don't really feel it. And overall, I feel like they've done a pretty good job. Kind of a bummer that it took 3 weeks for them to do that. Like it just sat ready for it for 3 weeks, but whatever. Oh well. And yeah, alleyway tomatoes. You know what? I'm gonna eat one of these and I'll tell you how they taste. I did grab one that was like pretty gross looking, but I'm just gonna toss that in this stick pile. And who knows, maybe next year I'll have some tomatoes growing there. That could be cool. Anyways, he washed and ate one of the tomatoes. You know what? It tasted pretty good. Tasted like a tomato. After that, I did play some video games and hang out with people online and stuff. So I didn't get much progress cleaning off the desk, which I wanted to do today. So instead of editing the video, I used my video editing energy to continue to clean my desk off. And found this wrench for my sewing machine that I thought was lost, but I'm glad I found that because that's like kind of an important piece of it. Anyways, I finally got everything off of the desk, and I can give it a good wipe down, all these crumbs and stuff. Also, I oiled and made it so this like crank thing could spin, so could adjust it again, and yeah, it's pretty decent. Then I moved it out of the way so I could actually clean behind here, which I don't know if I've ever actually cleaned behind here. You know, like all those beams and stuff makes it hard to like sweep its junk. But I mean, it wasn't that bad. Mostly just picked up the stuff, did a bit of vacuuming, and yeah, not too bad. You know, this vacuum, I don't know how much it actually helps. Like, there's kind of a lot of big debris back here, so really, the MVP was sweeping. Yeah, you know, you can't beat a good broom. So yeah, with that cleaned, mostly, I started putting the shelf together. It's a bit different now, so I can have my stool still, so like half fit under it. And yeah, time to start working on the wooden top of the shelf. I got the power tools and stuff ready. As you can see, it's got that nasty dark spot on it, which I assume is a mold. Not really sure what the deal is. Who knows, maybe somebody was like a water painter and like spilled some water paint on it. But either way, I'm gonna sand down the top of it and hopefully get rid of most of these marks. Not too bad for the first pass. And then the second pass with the same coarse grit. Again, looking alright. But there's still lots of dust on here, so I like wiped off most of it. And I think I figured out what this plate is for that came with the sander. I guess you can like press your paper into it and that'll make a bunch of holes. And maybe they'll get like sucked into the dust extractor chamber thing. I don't know. Yeah, plugged it in while it was on and it freaked me out. But yeah, gave it another go with another coarse sanding, and I feel like that turned out alright. Apparently this sandpaper is supposed to be for hand sanding, so it's like getting kind of gummed up and stuff. But I feel like it still did a good enough job. I haven't really used a power sander before, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Kinda just lightly going over it. You know, like I see in all the woodworking YouTube videos that I watch sometimes. Although I haven't watched many woodworking videos lately. And yeah, finishing off with my fine grit paper. And it seems pretty good. Definitely a lot better than it was before. There's still like some dark spots. But you know, that's something I'm just gonna have to live with. Like, that's just a part of the story of the wood, you know? I found that wood. And yeah. Looks like some concrete work out front. That's nice. And decided to go to the Fresh Go. I was looking for mineral oil, which is apparently a laxative, so, you know, figured they'd have something in their pharmacy section. They did have this baby oil, which is apparently also pure mineral oil. Is it good for woodworking? I don't know, I just assume. It's the same shit, right? And it's like $7 for this bottle instead of like $15 for a tiny thing at Home Depot or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, and I mean, whatever. It'll probably work out. I did spray the top with some water, and they say that that's supposed to help some of the fine pieces of wood, like soak that up, and like then you'd hand sand it to like get rid of those last little burrs and stuff that'll stick up from the water. And yeah, tried to suck up as much dust as I could with the vacuum. I did watch a video after like doing the sanding, and the guy was like, you really need a shop vac attached to your sander if you're, you know, seriously doing some sanding. But anyways, once it was like as clean as I could get it, I put on some mineral oil, not a crazy amount. And then just started wiping it in with a paper towel. And yeah, overall I think this is looking alright. You know, for plywood or whatever, it's like kind of shiny actually. And it does smell like babies right now. I noticed this like weird shape in the wood, which I guess there was probably a knot or something that they cut out. But yeah, it's got a good shine to it. I'm pretty happy with that. The table, maybe my floor isn't level honestly, but gotta make like a little shim or something for that. Anyways, I let the oil soak into the table for now, and you know, watch some YouTube videos. Put on another layer before I headed out to do some Uber, which I wasn't sure if I was gonna do that today. Just like, you know, I was doing other stuff, so should I really go out there and do more Uber? Yeah, I guess so. Ride the new bike lane. It was nice. And got a chicken and dough express delivery again. That's been good lately. And yeah, also it was from the rice noodle house, some like watermelon tea or something going to somebody. And they were both to like the same area. This watermelon tea, there's no way that it's staying up in my bag, so I just carried it. And it's just to the condo across the street, so it kind of worked out. And yeah, I got some burgers, dropped those off. That was like an $11 delivery, so that's pretty worth it. I was like, damn, things were good for the first like hour that I was online. But after that, kind of just rode around. This guy speeds up to pass me and then just immediately tries to turn in front of me. Like, are you fucking stupid? That happens a lot. Like, don't pass me just to turn in front of me. Like, goddamn. Anyways, I kind of just rode around town for a while. Went over to Strawn to look at the traffic. You know, C&E is still going on, so I figured it would be crazy. Apparently along Lakeshore it's like even worse, I don't know. It wasn't too bad on Strawn. But yeah, more or less just went home. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Oh yeah, I found a guy who was willing to take the drafting table tomorrow, so post about that later. And yeah, $28. Not bad for 3 deliveries.